Hey Physique Freaks, how's it going? Scott Tuzana, MetabolicMasterpiece.com, here with another full week of eating update. I am down another pound this week, so that brings the total to 17 pounds in 11 weeks. One more week remaining in this cutting phase. Home stretch. I couldn't be more excited, couldn't be more ready for it. There were definitely times earlier in the week where I just felt mentally done with this cutting phase. Maybe part of it is just the 10 weeks of dieting. Part of it looking good. Like, I love what I see in the mirror. I'm kind of in my happy place right here. But my goal was to, at the beginning of this cutting phase, kind of push the envelope towards the end, to really take a step beyond where I'm happy with, giving myself a little bit of extra wiggle room to gain a little bit of fat during the maintenance and building phase. I don't plan to cut again until the new year, so it's a long ways away, January 2018. So the other part, so looking good, kind of 10 weeks of dieting, as well kind of getting a few comments from my wife, kind of wondering, are you done with the dieting now? You're kind of looking small. And so I found myself in the gym during training sessions, looking at myself, maybe I am small, kind of doubting myself here. And the great thing is I have just a ton of support within our Physique Mastery Movement group coaching community. So it really paid to dump all my thoughts out there, to let people know that I am finally, after 10 weeks of dieting, facing some mental challenges. And I've been there to support them through their journeys, and this was a time where they really kind of rallied together and supported me. It's really been a smooth cutting phase up until this point. It's the first real kind of mental challenge that I've faced. And part of it was really kind of wondering as well, when you get leaner, the leaner you get, your body tends to fight you a little bit. It doesn't want you to get this lean. So I've experienced that in the past, like the last few weeks of a cutting phase where I'm super lean and you really can't listen to your body's cues and signals anymore that are telling you need a refeed or anything like that, because you really, well, you do need it, but the goal is to really just kind of push through. Like, normally I need to stick to the tracking, just stick with my goals, my caloric targets, and hit my weight targets, hit everything that I'm supposed to aim for, and not necessarily listen to my body cues, because my body cues from here on out are basically telling me eat, eat more. So just a lot of different things that we're kind of I was fighting with earlier in the week. But like I said, just supporting myself with those like-minded people really encouraged me. I mean, this is the home stretch. Show yourself what you're made of. You're almost there. It's like running a marathon, running 26 kilometers and stopping short the last, 0.6 kilometers or 0.2 kilometers, and just stopping short of the finish line. So I know what I need to do. I know how important it is for me to finish strong here. So it was great to hear it from them, and just it pulled me out. It pulled me out after having those mental challenges. And if you followed the video from last week, so Friday's my weigh-in, and I was down the pound again last week. Very consistent here, a lot of consistent progress going on here. So after the Friday weigh-in, went out for dinner at a steakhouse, ate in a surplus that day. So roughly 3,000 calories, so 500 calories surplus. My maintenance level calories around 2,400 to 2,500 calories is my maintenance. So I ate 3,000 calories Friday. And then, as you're going to see, Saturday was just below maintenance, around 2,200 calories. And now we're going to start things here on Sunday. What is it, March the 12th? Again, low calorie, low maintenance, low deficit is what I basically hit. I really bumped up my calories this week, partly due to just the mental challenges of really wanting to eat more. The other part planned. I've been kind of progressing, getting closer and closer, kind of a reverse taper diet where I started aggressive at the beginning of the cutting phase and getting closer and closer to maintenance towards the end. So I had all intentions of bumping up my calories and still dropped a pound. So even though my deficit was smaller this week, still dropped a pound, which was great for me to see. So Sunday, March 12th, started my day as I usually do with a pre-workout. Actually, did I work out that day? Had a shake. Didn't work out on Sunday. So still had a morning shake to kick off my day with the 1 cup of kefir, 1.5 scoops protein powder, spinach, and a banana. Shortly after that, had a cup of coffee. So I already had 2 cups of coffee in the morning. This was my 3rd cup of coffee with 2 tablespoons of hot chocolate mix. Again, curbing that sweet tooth craving. It's only 100 calories there. Second meal was 2 pieces of cranberry morning rounds and a bowl of sun chips, pretty large bowl of sun chips. Meal number 3 was some chicken, sweet potatoes, broccoli, and another helping of sweet potatoes that you don't see in the video here. Again, later on at night, had another snack, another bowl of sun chips. So total calories for this day was around 2,200 to kind of kick off this full week of eating here. Monday, March 13th, started the day a little bit different. Kids are on March break, so we took them out for breakfast. Had a Greek omelet here, so lots of goodies in there. 2 big slices of toast, some home fries, topped with a bit of ketchup. This meal alone was around 1,000 calories. Hit the gym shortly after that, which was usually my pre-workout, turned into my post-workout. So 1 cup of kefir, 1.5 scoops of protein powder, spinach, and a banana. And then for dinner, had about 10 ounces of chicken. Some of it's not shown in this video here, but had a little extra serving in addition to what you see. Topped with a bit of barbecue sauce along with a whole bunch of broccoli. So total calories for this day was right around 2,200 as well. So looking at 2 days in a row with just a 250, maybe 300 calorie deficit. Tuesday, March 14th, started the day with a pre-workout shake, 1 cup of kefir, 1.5 scoops of protein powder, spinach, and some mixed berries. Post-workout, 260 grams plain Greek yogurt, 1 scoop of protein powder, 140 grams of mixed berries. Meal number 3 was 3 extra large eggs, cooked in a bit of coconut oil, topped with a bit of ketchup. Meal number 4 was some smoked salmon, absolutely delicious. Had this with some broccoli, which was also topped with a bit of cheddar cheese. And then for a snack in the evening, had some Skinny Pop popcorn. Total calories for the day was around 1,900, so a little more aggressive than the previous days, but still a moderate deficit for me. Wednesday, March 15th, started the day with pre-workout shake, 1 cup of kefir, 1.5 scoops protein powder, spinach, and mixed berries. Post-workout, just had 1 scoop of protein powder and some water, knowing that I was going out for dinner. One of my buddies was from out of town, so we're hitting a Lebanese restaurant where had started things off with the fattoush salad. The main course was the beef kebab, or the shish kebab, so the beef tenderloin. So I had one of those, one of the shish tawuk, so the chicken kebab, and what is it called? Shish kafta, so another beef kebab in there, along with some rice and some veggies. So total calories for the day here was probably around 2,200-2,300. Definitely tough to tell when it comes to restaurant food. I did have like half a little pita, just one of those little pita puff things, dipped in just about, maybe a tablespoon of hummus. So again, 2,300 calories, tough to tell. Again, small deficit for the day, but got to enjoy a nice evening with my buddy from out of town. So enjoyed every second of that. Thursday, March 16th, started the day once again with 1 cup of kefir, 1.5 scoops of protein powder, spinach, and a banana. Post-workout, 260 grams of plain Greek yogurt, scoop of protein powder, 140 grams of mixed berries. Dinner had some chili, then went out with my buddy and had a pint of Guinness with him, played some pool. So great evening. This is a little pre-St. Patrick's Day Guinness treat. Total calories for the day was right around 2,000, so pretty happy with that. Planned for it again, knew I wanted to have that beer with him, so I saved some calories in there and knew I'd still be in a moderate deficit for the day. Friday, March 17th, St. Patrick's Day, weighed in the morning, down a pound, so that's when I usually do my weigh-in. So up to this point, things have been good, made the progress I wanted to make, and then Friday is usually my refeed day, usually out with the guys, but with St. Patrick's Day, out with a whole bunch of people and really kind of let loose. Started off the day normal, just the way it's been the past few days, with the 1 cup of kefir, 1.5 scoops of protein powder, spinach, mixed berries. Post-workout was the 260 grams of plain Greek yogurt, 1 scoop of protein powder, 140 grams of mixed berries. Dinner, leftover chili. So up to this point, things were excellent. Then I had some brownies that my daughter made, absolutely delicious. That kind of kicked things off. And I was like, it's refeed day, I'm letting loose. Had a bowl of ice cream, like chocolate crackle, absolutely love this. Went out for St. Patrick's Day with a bunch of people and had 3 pints of Guinness, so not too bad for drinking, kind of building up a little tolerance. Haven't drank much alcohol during this entire cutting phase. It's probably just the 3rd time I've had any alcohol in 11 weeks, so enjoyed that. And then later on in the evening, listened to one of my friends like, hey, who wants to have, anyone hungry here? And of course, me being feeling a little tipsy, is like, oh, of course, refeed day. So we ended up ordering an appetizer platter, and I ate most of it. So I think I had like 4 chicken wings on here, some onion rings, little sandwiches, and nacho chips. So, and I think there's cheese sticks too. Total calories for this day was definitely above 4,000. So this was the biggest refeed I have had throughout this entire cutting phase. I was cool with it. It was a fun day. I wanted to enjoy St. Patrick's Day to the fullest. No regrets. Really no emotion tied to that overall experience. It was what it was. Enjoyed myself, and now ready to finish off this final 6 days of the cutting phase, strong as I can possibly be. This is the home stretch here, so this is going to fuel my progress from here on out. It was just like a typical Friday night where I did gain 3 pounds that night. So it usually takes me a few days to get that down. Some of it's food volume on my digestive system, water weight, muscle glycogen, all that kind of good stuff. So had a fun night. Let's get to the last day in this full week of eating. And finally, wrapping things up, Saturday, March 18th, started the day with a pre-workout shake, 1 cup of kefir, 1.5 scoops of protein powder, spinach, and mixed berries. Post-workout, had 3 extra large eggs, cooked in a bit of coconut oil, along with 2 slices of plain whole wheat toast. Then Angie came home with, she went out to Kelsey's and grabbed us cream of broccoli soup with a breadstick, and then dinner still had the last little bit of chili remaining here. And then in the evening while we watched a movie, I had some of these delicious Special K cracker chips. It's only 80 calories for 17 of these crackers, and I ended up having double the portion size there. So total calories for the day was around 2,200. So just set myself up for a great finish here. Small deficit, not overly aggressive, not just right where I wanted to be for the day. So all in all, that's a full week of eating. 1 more week to go here. 1 more full week of eating that I'll be sharing with you. Looking forward to probably dropping just 1 more pound to finish things off, and then getting into maintenance mode and building mode, and really looking forward to sharing that journey with you. Thanks for the support. Thanks for the encouragement. I'll see you next time.